Strong desire of this government to leave the EU with a deal, and our proposals to replace the backstop were published last week. I commend the Prime Minister and the Exit Secretary for their continued efforts to ensure that we can leave the EU with a withdrawal agreement in place. We've put forward a fair and reasonable compromise for all sides that respects the historic referendum result, and we hope that the EU will engage with us seriously. And in setting out these proposals, we've moved. It is now time for the EU to move too. If it does, then there is still every chance that we can leave with a new deal. However, if the EU does not move, this government is prepared to leave without a deal on the 31st. We must get Brexit done so that the country can move on and focus on improving the NHS, cutting crime, helping families with the cost of living, and further improving school standards. Now, in preparing for every eventuality, we are today publishing our No Deal Readiness Report. This document is a comprehensive summary of the UK's preparedness for leaving the EU without a deal. It sets out the preparation that the government has made, how these have been intensified under the determined leadership of my right honourable friend the Prime Minister, and also it outlines the steps that third-party organisations need to take to get ready. And of course, with respect to Northern Ireland, in order to avoid a hard border, we have committed not to introduce any checks at the border between Northern Ireland and Ireland. The limited number of checks which do need to take place, due to international obligations, will all be carried out well away from the border and will only affect a very small number of businesses. Now, the Irish government and the EU have not yet set out how they will manage the Irish border if we leave without a deal. We urge them now to match our commitment.